What's up YouTube? It's German Hernandez Fitness, and today I'll be showing you guys what supplements you need to be taking. So in the video I'll be talking about protein, creatine, pre-workout, and amino acids. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. Let's get started. Protein is one of the essential supplements that you need to be taking when you're working out. So in my personal experience, I started off with muscle milk, and although a lot of people will judge it and criticize it, back in the day when I started, muscle milk was the cheapest, and my parents wouldn't see it as a big deal because it was just an ordinary and generic protein source that they sell at Costco, Walgreens, and pretty much everywhere. So here's the breakdown. Back when I started taking it, it did not dissolve well. It tasted alright, and it was an okay protein source. But as of recently, Muscle Milk and the company have been actually developing the protein, and it actually has a bigger protein source, a much healthier calorie intake, and it actually tastes pretty good. So for beginners, it is a start, and I do recommend it for those who are just starting and to train. Next up is Muscle Farm Pro Combat Protein, and they also sell this at Costco. I took this as my second protein source, and what I thought of it was pretty economic, in pricing. It had a good protein source, a good calorie intake source, and it was an alright taste. So I do recommend this for a little bit more of the intermediate or those beginners who are just trying to jump ahead. The third protein that I tried was Gold Standard Whey Protein. And let me tell you, this protein is the best protein I have ever tasted in my life. It tastes awesome. I tried chocolate flavor, but I have no doubt that the other flavors taste just as great. And it has a great source of protein, a great source of calories, and it is overall just an awesome protein supplement. So if you're either a beginner, intermediate, or an advanced lifter, I recommend this for any level. It is just that much of an awesome product. Next up, I took Mass Muscle Gainer, and that was, for me, a great source of calorie intake because it is a mass gainer. So what that means is if you have a very high metabolism or you just can't seem to gain weight as easily as everybody else, this is a product that will help you in the long run because it adds those extra calories that you need in your diet in order to gain weight. The one I tried was Mass Muscle Gainer from Muscle Farm, and it was a great product. It tasted amazing. It had a huge calorie intake. One scoop was 1,000 calories, and on the directions in the back it said you need 2 scoops per day. So you're basically taking 2,000 calories every day from the additional calories that you were taking. But the only thing that got me with this product was that it was very expensive. Overall, mass gainers are expensive due to the amount of things that are put into their products in order for someone to gain weight. So that's the reasoning behind their pricing. So just keep this in mind if you're trying to gain weight and are looking for a mass muscle gainer. It is going to be on the more expensive side, but it's totally worth it. For the protein that I'm taking now, it'll actually be this one I have right here. It's called Dymatize IsoPure. It has a very low calorie intake. It has a lot of the essential amino acids included already in the protein powder. So you're basically getting protein powder and aminos in the same thing. So it is definitely worth it. I do recommend this if you're on a diet. It tastes great. It has a good pricing range, and it's an overall good product. So I definitely recommend this for all levels. Especially on a diet. Then there are other protein sources such as these Core Power drinks that I have here in the box right here, and then there's also these Muscle Farm Combat protein gels. They're just other ways of having protein in your diet. There's from gels to bars to drinks to even cereals and even like random things that you can consume to have additional protein. But that's totally up to you. Next up is creatine, and creatine is another way of gaining weight faster. And what it does is it adds a whole bunch of water to your muscle fibers. In the long run, it will add 1 pound of water weight to your body. So the ones I have tried are the Performix creatine, and that was just an awesome product. Performix overall, the brand, has just awesome products. And I've tried their pre-workout, their amino acids, and their creatine, and they all were amazing. The creatine that I have had for Performix is actually this one right here, and I've also tried the GNC recommended, which is the Calorie creatine, and this is a micronized creatine, so it only has creatine and nothing else. So it's easily absorbed by your body. Compared to the Performix one, which has a kind of a long release period throughout the day. So you're getting creatine throughout the whole day instead of just in one serving in that small time. So depending on what you want and the pricing, because Performix is a more high-end brand and it has higher prices compared to the Calorie creatine, it's a little bit more cheaper, and it's digested faster, and it's all up to you. Next up, we have pre-workout. Let me tell you, pre-workout is the most amazing thing that this humanity has created. You get this tingly feeling, and you have just this enormous amount of energy inside of you, and you just want to lift weights. The ones that I have tried, and personally my favorite, are the Performix. And again, Performix is a more high-end brand, but it does give you just some of the best effects that you want with pre-workout, and it also lasts for 2 hours. And I've double scooped, triple scooped, which I know I shouldn't do, but it's just that great, and I got so used to it, so I had to lay off of it. Then I also have this new pre-workout that I tried, and I actually picked this up at the vitamin shop. It's a Vapor X5 Next Gen, and it's from Muscle Tech, same thing as Muscle Milk, I believe. And this product is pretty good. It was a lot cheaper than Performix. I don't get a tingly feeling with this, but I do get that burst of energy, and I sweat so much. And I do recommend this for the beginners, or actually C4 is a way better product for beginners because it's not as intense, but it does give you that source of energy. So definitely try C4 if you're a beginner, but for more advanced people, I do recommend Performix, and for intermediate, I would say Vapor X5. Next up are amino acids, and these are also an essential supplement that you have to have when you're working out. So what they are is they help recover those muscle fibers that were used while you were working out. And I've tried Performix amino acids, which I don't have as of right now, but I have the IsoPure amino acids. This is a great product because it's fairly cheap. It has some of the most essential amino acids inside, so it's down to the basics, and it actually tastes pretty good. The only thing I don't like about this is that, maybe it's just me that I don't shake it properly, but it doesn't dissolve in my bottle for some reason. But that's the only thing that I don't like about this. Besides that, it's a great product, and I do recommend this for beginners, advanced, and intermediate. I also have with me these new Amino X BSN endurance and recovery agents, which are essentially amino acids. And these are brand new. I got these at the vitamin shop, and they taste amazing. They actually give me some energy when I'm working out, so I do recommend these. These are more for intermediate weightlifters, but if you're willing to jump into it for beginners, why not? And it's fairly priced, and it has 70 servings, so it's just an awesome product. Definitely recommend it. I forgot to mention that I have also tried fat burners a while back, and I tried the Performix fat burners. I believe they're the SST. I know there's a lot of judgment when it comes to fat burners, but let me tell you, when I tried them, I lost a lot of weight pretty quickly, and I just could not stop sweating. I got these bursts of heat and cold phases throughout the day, and that's what Performix is known for, having an effect throughout the whole day. So I do recommend Performix weight loss pills because they actually do work, and I'm telling you from personal experience. I think it's introducing myself. You'll see a picture of me when I was the most shredded I have ever been, and that is thanks to the Performix SST pills. So props to them because they do help. But keep in mind, you need a healthy diet, you need to exercise a lot, and alongside the weight loss pills. Lastly, vitamins. Vitamins are essential, especially if you're dieting. I believe GNC has a men's vitamin pack. I do have these vitamin C capsules, and I got these at Walgreens. They're very cheap. They have 200 caplets, and they were actually on sale. It was buy one get one half off. So definitely would recommend this. Go to Walgreens, grab some of these if you're just on a budget and want to invest in other products or just are in a budget overall. These are great for not getting sick, and that's what vitamin C's are known for. But overall, you do need vitamins in your system, so definitely look into getting a whole pack if you can. I also have these Triflex joint pills because I do have sort of some weak joints, especially in my knees and my wrist. They tend to crack and kind of like pop a lot. So, and I'm also in pain when I'm lifting a lot of weight. So when I consume these, I actually don't feel that pain, which is awesome, and they help out so much. I got these at GNC. They're called Triflex, and they promote joint health. Alright guys, that was it for today's video. That's what all the supplements I recommend. I actually have some news for you guys. Next week I will be posting a new video, but besides that, some more important news are that I am on the verge of deciding whether to compete or not to compete in one of the October San Francisco competitions, and I was introduced to the opportunity by one of my good friends, Matthew Espinoza. Shout out to you. And he got me thinking, like, I'm dieting as of now just for the experience, but might as well, compete. And if I do decide, I'll go ahead and tell you guys in the next video, and I will just continue to shred, and hopefully if I do decide to enter the men's physique competition in October, I will definitely let you guys know and keep you updated. Use this information that I've given you, and thank you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and this is German Hernandez signing out.